Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. Purple and white, but you know what I mean. Double 11 senior year made history. Football, we took it to the playoffs. Collegeville, white and purple, yeah, we are the K-House. I said the K-House, the school of champions. We laugh a lot, we rap a lot. I'm asked to be an Indian again. I'm telling them that Collegeville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, it's Collegeville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a K-Hawk. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1 and 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm on my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the cheapin' crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right, now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm the back cause everybody rolling with me, K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Look, all the fresh sophomores,
High school, champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And very good morning, everyone, and welcome to Fletcher Field here at Woodland Park in Collinsville. I'm Todd Duke. Glad that you're with us here on a Saturday morning as we spread it into the afternoon for a little K-Hawk baseball action on the K-Hawk Sports Network as your Collinsville K-Hawks get ready to take on the Breese Central Cougars in a twin bill. And we are once again glad that you're with us. Again, my name's Todd Duke. Ken Oberkfell, third base champion with your St. Louis Cardinals, 1982 World Series champions, will join us here in just a little bit. Of course, he a graduate here from Collinsville High School, did his high school baseball playing on this field. So we'll welcome him back here in just a moment. So let's get you started. Collinsville, they come into this contest with an overall record of 4-3 under their second-year head coach Brett Swip, who now has a 13-23 record in his 1+ years. Breese Central, they're on fire. They come in here with a record of 8-0. They are undefeated under their first-year head coach Ryan Meyer. Breese Central, they have suffered some rainouts just as Collinsville have. After the rain washed away Wednesday's game for Collinsville at Granite City, K-Hawks finally got back at it yesterday at undefeated Mascoutah, where Collinsville ended up losing that game 5-4. It was a week ago this morning that Collinsville took care of Althoff at Gordon Moore Park in Alton with an 11-6 win. That followed the no-hitter on the 24th by senior pitcher Jackson Perrell. Perrell pitched in yesterday's game. He was the starter. He went 4 1/3 innings, gave up 3 hits, 3 runs, 2 of those earned, struck out 9 and walked 5 one start after his no-hitter. Bryce Limp, by the way, took the loss. He pitched 1 2/3 inning, gave up 2 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned. But Perrell and Limp, they were doing it at the plate as well. Perrell went 1 for 3 with a home run, a couple of runs batted in, and a run scored. Limp went 2 for 2 with walk and a RBI and a run, and he had a pretty good day at the plate as well. Breese Central, they also suffered a rain out there. Wednesday game with Greenville was washed away. Cougars also got back on the diamond yesterday at Roxana. Roxana was 2-4 going into that game. And the Cougars of Breese Central High School won 14-6 to push their record to 8-0. The Cougars scored in every inning yesterday except for the 6th inning. Roxana put up a 6 spot, though, in the 4th, so 1 inning got away from Breese Central. 5 players for the Cougars with 2 RBI, 16 total hits in that game, 14 singles, and 2 doubles. So we're set for a twin bill here today. First pitch for this one, 11 o'clock. Second game scheduled to get underway at 1 p.m., and we'll be here for both of them. Had a chance just a little while ago to catch up with Collinsville head coach Brett Swip as we welcome you into the pregame show. Forgot to do that part, didn't I? Brought to you by Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives, all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville. 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville. Give them a call at 343-3602 or online, chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. And my conversation with Collinsville head coach Brett Swift comes out your way right after we hear from Chiropractic Works in Collinsville on the pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network.
At Chiropractic Works, our mission is to help as many people live as high quality of life for as long as possible without the use of drugs and surgery. We have state-of-the-art testing available to see if we think we might be able to help you with any health issues that you're dealing with. Whether it's neck pain, back pain, headache, sinus, allergies, numbness, tingling, shoulder, elbow, wrist, hip, knee, or ankle problems, we've helped many people solve these issues without the use of drugs and surgery. If you'd like to get to the root cause of your health problems, feel free to give us a call and schedule a consultation or a new patient exam to see if we think we might be able to help you.
Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking. Conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100. In times of financial uncertainty, how can you stay on track? Call on someone who's invested in your success. In Collinsville, that person is Jason Regg, your Collinsville Edward Jones financial advisor. Jason Regg will work to build a complete picture of your financial life, including your unique goals and passions. Jason Regg of your Collinsville Edward Jones office plays a big part in the community and the Collinsville Unit 10 School District with his Kahok Educator of the Month award. To take care of the things along the path of you and your family's financial journey, call Jason Regg at the Collinsville Edward Jones office at 618-344-0252. Edward Jones, member SIPC. The Times-Tribune, Madison County's longest-running leading independent newspaper. The Times-Tribune covers Troy, Collinsville, Maryville, and all the villages and communities of Madison County. From area city halls to sports, including the Collinsville Kahawks and Unit 10 District News. The Times-Tribune covers that and more. The Times-Tribune is a weekly hometown newspaper published every Thursday, and a one-year subscription is only $40 for the printed and online editions. For more information, call the Times-Tribune at 618-667-3111, online at timestribunenews.com, or follow them on Facebook at Times-Tribune.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full body approach, whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues. We have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
We welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. We are finally at Fletcher Field in Woodland Park as your Collinsville Kahawks take the home field for the first time this year as they get ready to take on the Breese Central Cougars. And joining us now is Collinsville head coach Brett Swip. Well, Coach, you get to face back-to-back teams that are undefeated as you come into them with Muscuda last night and Breese Central today. Let's go backwards in time and tell us about the 5-4 loss at Muscuda last night.
Yeah, it's good to play these teams headed into conference. They're going to be two top teams in the area, and so the timing of these games is real good for us. Last night we let one slip away. That's the honest part. So it's kind of hard because you're playing an undefeated team that's ranked in the area, but you feel like you gave one up. We still are learning how to win, learning how to be a top team in the area. That's a different hat than Collinsville's had in a while. So, when you wear that hat, you have responsibility, in the way that you play and the consistency mentally that you have. And last night we had a few lapses that kind of cost us, and they kept chipping away at us, and, we couldn't put that dagger in, and they got us at the end.
At this point last year, you guys were 0-7, so I bet you're taking 4-3 over 0-7 start last year. And fundamentally, your team's playing better all across the board. Better pitching, better hitting, better defense, better just fundamentals.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, we're trying not to lose sight of the big picture, which is that we're moving forward and we're getting better. And, we're playing better baseball. We're playing clean, fundamental baseball, which, last night we had a couple big mistakes. We had a big error that extended an inning, and then we had a couple mental breakdowns at the end. So you're right. When we're clean and we stay in the strike zone and keep the game simple, we're competing with just about it. We're competing with anybody, and so that's a good sign. That's a good sign. Last night, Muscuda's a good program, and our JV played them real well, got the win last night, and we probably all feel like we should have got that win last night. So that's showing good program progress. We're competitive though, so we all woke up this morning with a little sour taste in our mouth.
All right, you get to play on the home field for the first time this year. Tell us a little bit about coming back home and all the work that went into getting this field ready.
Yeah, part of the growth of the program is off the field stuff too. We have a goal. The administration has a goal that all of our facilities need to improve to be more appropriate for a Southwestern Conference baseball program. And this off season, with the support of the administration, support of the city of Collinsville, we got brand new sod, so we actually repitched the whole field, got proper drainage on the field, got proper, levels and elevations. That's the word I was looking for. And then we got new sod. Well, that just meant we had to be a little patient with it. And the weather, started off real good in March, and then all of a sudden, it took a weird turn on us, and we haven't gotten much over 50 degrees and haven't gotten much sun, so it's taken a little bit of time. The field's going to play slow today. We're kind of still letting it grow out, and we're letting the dirt kind of settle, but it's another good improvement for the guys.
All right, you have Breese Central, as we mentioned at the top. They are undefeated, coming in at 8-0 under their first-year head coach Ryan Meyer. What do you know about this year's version of the Cougars?
Good athletes, good athletes. Some real nice baseball IQ guys. High, they know how to play baseball. They don't make too many mistakes. So I expect today to be a real good challenge for us. Again, headed into conference next week. I expect them to give us a good. We're gonna have to play good. We're gonna have to play clean to get them. but I think athletically we will be able to match up with them. So yeah, it should be really two really good games.
What do you want to see out of your guys?
A little bit of a rebound mentally. You know, the guys just talked about some small stuff that they did wrong, or that they made mistakes on yesterday. The best thing that we can see is just a rebound from that. Also, we're an energy team. Our guys are fun to watch, have high energy. Yesterday they talked about a little roller coaster that they had energy-wise. We got off to an early start, and then they kind of, gut checked us a little bit, and our energy dipped. And so I want to see consistent energy, and you got a doubleheader against an undefeated team. So you're going to have adversity. What can our energy do for that whole day?
Thanks for the visit, Coach. Good luck.
All right, thank you.
Brett Swip, your Collinsville Kahok baseball head coach. We'll take a break here on the Chiropractic Works pregame show. When we come back, we'll pass along the starting lineups for both teams and first pitch, all that and more coming up on the Kahok Sports Network.
At Chiropractic Works, our mission is to help as many people live as high quality of life for as long as possible without the use of drugs and surgery. We have state-of-the-art testing available to see if we think we might be able to help you with any health issues that you're dealing with. Whether it's neck pain, back pain, headache, sinus, allergies, numbness, tingling, shoulder, elbow, wrist, hip, knee, or ankle problems, we've helped many people solve these issues without the use of drugs and surgery. If you'd like to get to the root cause of your health problems, feel free to give us a call and schedule a consultation or a new patient exam to see if we think we might be able to help you.
The reviews are in. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville is a hit in the Metro East. Folks both local and just visiting the area are calling Old Herald Brewery and Distillery a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville is located at 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville and is home to one of the only restaurants in the state with their own brewery and distillery that produces some of the best brews and spirits in the industry. And the food? All created by an in-house chef using local ingredients that will please any palate. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville has daily specials for both inside diners as well as offering curbside pickup specials and family-size specials. And don't forget to take home a bottle or a growler of beers brewed on site at Old Herald Brewery and Distillery. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville. Check their Facebook page for daily specials, online ordering at oldheraldbrewery.com, or give them a call at 855-8027. Looking to buy a new home or sell your current home? Trust the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now, and you can trust the years of experience the Blaylock Group brings to the table. The Blaylock Group can help you find your dream home, or they can help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty, 618-780-4622. That's 618-780-4622. The Blaylock Group of eXp Realty.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Visit Brad Keene with Visionary Wealth Advisors at his new Collinsville office located at 106 North Clinton, or call Brad at 618-467-8420. Ogle Auctions in Collinsville, your place for online auctioning. Go to ogleauctions.com to check out the week's items up for auction. Ogle Auctions deals in everyday items like board games, t-shirts, clocks, antique items, and more. To collectible items, anyone in the market for, say, a trolley? Or maybe you're into more treasure troves like vinyl albums, cars, or motorcycles. and Ogle Auctions is always on the lookout for more auctionable items. Ogle Auctions of Collinsville. Auctions every Sunday at 7 p.m. Check them out at www.ogleauctions.com or call Kim or Mike Ogle at 618-218-2117. Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our Kahawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a Kahawk, always a Kahawk. Hashtag Kahawk Family.
Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Brady Pest and Termite Management is your local pest control source. The Midwest offers its fair share of pest problems, and Brady Pest and Termite Management is up to the challenge. Whether it's pesky rodents in the cold winter months or ants, spiders, and other pests in the warm months, Brady Pest and Termite is your solution. And termites? Brady Pest is tops in the Metro East in termite management. Do you have unwanted pests? Then call the best. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Call 343-1790 or on Facebook at Brady Pest and Termite. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Code 3 Barbecue Supply is your home for one-of-a-kind everything barbecue headquarters, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs and sauces and donates 25 cents a unit sold to first responder and military organizations to aid the fallen and assist with suicide prevention and PTSD awareness. Stop on by. See the guys at Code 3 Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of the Memphis in May first place world champion Patriot sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at code3spices.com. The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the Event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Whether building a new home, making an addition to the home you currently own, or finally getting around to that remodeling job you've been putting off, Pace Design and Construction in Maryville can help. Pace Design and Construction is a building and remodeling contractor you can trust. They provide the highest quality, they are dedicated to their customers, and are committed to completing your project on time and within budget. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Give them a call at 618-407-5466, online at pacedesignconstruct.com, or on Facebook at Pace Construction Design.
At Chiropractic Works, our mission is to help as many people live as high quality of life for as long as possible without the use of drugs and surgery. We have state-of-the-art testing available to see if we think we might be able to help you with any health issues that you're dealing with. Whether it's neck pain, back pain, headache, sinus, allergies, numbness, tingling, shoulder, elbow, wrist, hip, knee, or ankle problems, we've helped many people solve these issues without the use of drugs and surgery. If you'd like to get to the root cause of your health problems, feel free to give us a call and schedule a consultation or a new patient exam to see if we think we might be able to help you.
And once again, welcome back to Fletcher Field here at Woodland Park. Todd Duke is my name. On the other microphone, it is my pleasure to welcome you once again. St. Louis Cardinals third base World Series champion, Collinsville Kahok graduate, none other than Mr. Ken Oberkville. How are you, sir?
I'm good, Todd. How are you doing?
Doing fantastic, man. We finally get to play some home baseball, eh?
I haven't seen you in a while.
I know.
It's been a long time.
I know, it has.
It's kind of exciting. Hopefully the weather will start changing to warm instead of cold, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, you mean baseball weather?
Yeah.
Yeah, baseball weather would be nice during baseball season. Sure would be. All right, here are your starting lineups as Collinsville, the home team, out in the field first. We'll touch on their defense here in just a second, but right now, Breese Central, they're ready to trot out their starting lineup, and it looks like this. Easton Rockers will lead off. He'll play shortstop. Cody Dickshot plays left field and bats second. Connor Freeze plays third and bats third. That's right, we have a Freeze at third base. It's not David, it's Connor. He'll bat third and play third. Chase Lewis is the first baseman. He'll bat in the cleanup spot. Dalton Boruff is the pitcher. He'll bat in the 5-hole. Hunter Sample will hold down duties in right field and bat sixth. Mason Hammond will catch and bat seventh. Tyler Kipper is the DH batting eighth, and batting ninth is their center fielder, Landon Garagosian. And Kipper, by the way, will be DHing for Breese Central's second baseman, Jonathan Hussman, when they take the field in that bottom of the first inning. Defensively for Collinsville, Bryce Limp is in left field. Colby Anderson's in center. Jackson Perril's in left field. Around the horn on the infield, Isaac Lemansky is at third base. Darren Purnell's at shortstop. Josh Scrum is at second base. Ethan Bagwell is at first base. And pitching tonight, or today, or this morning, or whatever we're in, is C.J. Schaff, and behind the plate will be Cy Turner. For Schaff coming into this game, this is his third game. This is his second start. He is 1-0, 5 1/3 innings, 6 runs, all 6 of them earned with a 7.88 earned run average. And he has given up 9 hits, but none of them extra base hits. And the other numbers look like this for Schaff: 3 strikeouts and 1 walk in his limited innings worth of work. Easton Rockers is the first man he faces, and here's the second pitch, and it's a foul ball. So we are even now at 1-1, and for Easton Rockers, he leads his team right now with a .333 average, a .515 on base percentage, 7 runs batted in. He has 8 hits, 2 of those are doubles, no home runs as of yet. The lefty Schaff pitches, and another foul ball down the third base side, and we are underway. And we'll warn you right now, we're going to have in and out sunshine today, so the camera might lighten up and darken depending on what happens, but for the most part, it's going to be kind of an overcast day. Here is Rockers facing now a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Schaff pitches to him, and it's up high in the count now, even at 2-2. When you're playing out there, Mr. Oberkville, you kind of forget about the weather, don't you?
You don't even think about the weather. It's not non-existent for when you're out there playing, because you warm up, you stay warm and then loose and everything. So this is a beautiful day.
It is not bad. A little bit of a breeze.
If we were playing football.
Yeah, I hear you there. My wife ran in the Go St. Louis 5K down at Forest Park today, so I've been up since 5:30. We got down there about 7 o'clock, and boy, it was chilly then. Full count to Rockers. Schaff is ready with the 3-2 pitch. Here it comes. It's down low. Coaxed a walk out of out of Schaff did Rockers. And we have our first base runner, and he's there with a freebie.
Batting second, the left fielder, number 9, Cody Dickshot.
That was good leadoff hitting right there. He saw a lot of pitches, and hopefully
very patient
players scout that and see it. Yeah, he's a good leadoff hitter. He ain't afraid to hit with pitches. Strikes.
Here is Cody Dickshot batting .455 on the year. 7 runs batted in. He also has a couple of doubles. And Schaff working from the stretch here early on, throws over to first base, and back in time is Rockers. Collinsville, the home team in the white uniforms in the outfield, trimmed in purple, white hats with purple bills. Have the word Kahawks written across the fronts of their jerseys. Both teams sporting the purple and white colors. That's their school colors, but Breese Central is here wearing black jerseys. There's a shot right up the middle, and a nice pickup by Pinnell. Over to first, double play. Way to go there.
Very nice play right there. Didn't rush it, just took his time, knew he had plenty of time, and we get 2 outs.
4-3 double play. 4 unassisted for the putout of Rockers. And just like that, no base runners and 2 outs. Breese Central, as I mentioned, purple and white, but they have the black jerseys on today. They have the word Central written across the fronts of their jerseys. Numbers are in white on the front and the backs of their jerseys. And their ball caps are black with a big white C across the front. Reminds me of the hats I used to wear back in the Caseyville Corey League days. A maroon hat with the big white C on it.
There you go.
Here is Connor Freeze. Crap.
That's at least a double.
Yeah. Just yanked my camera out of its port or something. No, that was the MP3 player that I knocked out, but I knocked the camera off.
First baseman,
or the MP3 player, the hot spot. So a double for Freeze. I was getting ready to move over to tell you what Freeze was batting, and I ended up knocking the thing out. So now I got to make sure everything's all right.
It's all good, Todd.
Yeah, looks like it. Knocked the camera off its ledge, and we appear to be okay. Swinging a foul ball. Let me get back to my scoreboard here. Top of the first, 2 out. Runner at second base. That was Connor Freeze, who came in batting .370 with 9 runs batted in and 3 doubles. That was his 4th double of the year. And now we have Chase Lewis. Lewis, the first baseman, batting .355, 10 runs batted in. He also has 3 doubles on the year.
He looks like a big, strong kid right there.
Lots of doubles, I've noticed looking at the stats. Pitching a foul ball out of way, so in an 0-2 hole is Lewis, and Schaff is ahead in the count. I got to watch all my wires over here, man. I get too close and then step away, I'm going to take something with me. Schaff ready. And the pitch. High and outside. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. All right, 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. I think I got everything back where it's supposed to be.
We'll find out.
Yeah. Schaff checks on his runner at second base. That is Connor Freeze pitching a shot right back to where it came from. And CJ will underhand it over to Ethan Bagwell. And the inning comes to a close. So a stranded a runner did Breese Central. And we will head to the home half of the first inning. And we have no score between Collinsville and Breese Central. Kahawks coming up to the plate for the first time right after a timeout on the Kahawk Sports Network. Just because you can cut your own hair doesn't mean you should. The Shop, a great place in Collinsville for men and boys haircuts, is where you should take your hair. The Shop is owned and operated by Collinsville High School graduates Danny Kress and Jody Neiman, and is located at 103 South Seminary Street in Uptown Collinsville. The Shop isn't just another place to get a haircut, as Danny and Jody take great joy in getting to know their clients and look forward to turning those clients into friends. When you sit in a stylish chair at the Shop, Jody and Danny pride themselves on getting to know you well enough to say, the usual. So, men and boys, if you're tired of the same old cookie-cutter approach to haircuts, check out Danny and Jody at the Shop. You may just walk out with not only a fantastic cut, but you may also walk out with a friend. Or 2. The Shop in Collinsville, 618-772-7175. No appointment necessary. The Shop, 103 South Seminary in Uptown Collinsville. Once again, welcome back to Woodland Park, where it's gotten bright and sunny all of a sudden. I like to see the sunshine after having almost a full week without it.
Definitely. At least the field will dry out. So
yeah. All right. Bottom of the first inning, and here is where we stand. Dalton Boruff is on the mound for Breese Central, and Dalton on the year is pitching in his 5th game. He started 2 of them, so his 3rd start. He's 2-0. 12 1/3 innings pitch. He's given up 6 runs, but only 2 of those have been earned. A 1.14 earned run average right off the bat. Limp gets a hold of one. That one's back, center field, and gone. Bryce Limp with a leadoff home run, and Collinsville jumps on top on the very first pitch thrown by Dalton Boroff. How about that?
Smoked it.
Yes, he did.
A leadoff home run for the Kahawks, Bryce Limp.
That's a long way out there, too. Well, it says it's a long way. I'm not sure. How
yeah. Well, he went right over the 360 mark.
Right.
I believe that 375 is left center field, and straightaway center field is actually a little bit less than that. It's like 372 or something like that. So
I know he got all of it.
Yes, he did. And a swing and a miss on the first offering from Ethan Bagwell, and Collinsville's coming out here swinging the bats. It's 312 down the third base line, 310 down the first base line, then 360 where Limp just hit that home run, and 375 to the left power alley, and a swing and a miss by Ethan Bagwell. Bagwell, he comes in batting .286 with 4 runs batted in, looking for his first home run of the year. That was Limp's second home run of the year. And a swing and a chance for the third baseman into the glove of Connor Freeze and over to first base out of the glove of the first baseman Chase Lewis. So we'll have an error on the throw as Chase Lewis had to reach all the way out to his right to try to catch that ball, and he just didn't have enough room to stretch that far. So an error on the third baseman will put a runner at first for Collinsville.
And this is where we need to take advantage of that error.
Here is Isaac Lemansky. Lemansky had a whale of a game at third base last Saturday against Alton at Gordon Park in Alton. And that one's down the first base line. That one's going to roll foul. That one took a hit off of a dirt clod and went the other way.
I thought it was going to stay right on that line the whole way down there.
I did too. Lemansky coming in batting .294, 5 runs batted in. He does have 1 home run to his credit this year, and he'll trot back down the first base line, and we'll start all over again. Kahawks are going up there swinging the bats early, aren't they?
Yes, they are. That's a good sign. They got to see a lot of pitches in the top of the inning, so they're prepared.
Lemansky's ready for another from Boroff. We'll check the defense for Breese Central after this pitch, which is high. 1-1. Cody Dickshot is in left field. Garagosian is in center field. Hunter Sample in right field. Connor Freeze, we already mentioned him at third base. Easton Rockers is at short. Jonathan Hussman at second. Chase Lewis is at first, and Dalton Boroff on the mound. He's pitching to Mason Hammond, and a foul ball by Bagwell will keep him up there at 1 ball and 2 strikes, while Josh Scrum waits on deck. Leadoff home run by Bryce Limp. Collinsville leads 1-0 over Breese Central. They come in undefeated at 8-0. Pitch, or a throw over to first base. Back in there safely is Bagwell. A little bit of a breeze blowing, but not much of one. Not going to make much of a difference.
Not too bad at all right now.
Well, swinging a foul ball down the third base side. American flag is down the first base line. You can see it maybe out there flopping a little bit in the wind, but it's not hanging out stiff like it was Saturday at Alton. Boy, that one was, that flag just stayed stiff the whole time. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count to Lemansky. Anderson goes, and a foul ball.
It's a good at-bat right here. Battling.
Everybody's oohing and ahhing as it sounded like it hit a car as it drove by. That's the problem here at Woodland Park, man. You hit a foul ball and you're coming by just at the right moment. You may have yourself a windshield replacement issue to deal with.
Safe Flight Repairs.
That's right. Maybe we should get them to sponsor us here at Woodland Park. Another foul ball down the first base side. Pretty good crowd on hand, too. Not bad for a little chilly Saturday. Of course, it's warming up as we go along. Temperature might reach 60 today, they said, but that was going to be a struggle. So we're trying to get somewhat of a normal weather pattern here. Normally this time of year it's about 63. Snap throw over to first base. Bagwell back in time. Josh Scrum waiting in the on-deck circle, as I mentioned. Jackson Perrell after him, swinging a high fly ball. This one's going to stay in the field of play. Lewis ventures into foul territory and makes the catch for 1 out. That was a major league pop fly there.
Yes, it was. That was a good at-bat, even though he popped out. He saw a lot of pitches,
second baseman,
battled, and
Josh Scrum.
That was a good at-bat. So he's pretty much seen everything he's thrown.
So 1 out. And Anderson waits at first base, and here is Josh Scrum. Scrum on the year batting 167 with 5 RBIs. He's the team leader in home runs. Well, he's tied now with Limp after Limp hit his second. Josh Scrum comes in here with 2, and there's a foul ball that bounces right in front of the Cougars' dugout. So Jackson Perrell on deck. C.J. Schaff, the pitcher, will bat in the 6th spot. Ethan Bagwell bats 7th and plays first. Kai Serrano is the DH batting 8th. And Darren Pinnell batting in the 9 hole, playing shortstop. Runner goes. Throw is onto the shortstop side, and in there safely is Anderson. Boy, if that throw would have been straight, he would have been out.
Yes. Wrong side of the base.
So first stolen base on the afternoon for Collinsville as the Kahawks come into this contest with 30 stolen bases. They're averaging 4.2 stolen bases a game. They've only been caught twice this year.
That's pretty good.
Not bad. Here's the next pitch to Scrum inside. Ball 2, 2-1. You would know a little bit about that base stealing. Watching all those speedsters on that turf back in the day.
Yeah, we all had the green light too. Whitey just told us run. Just run.
Run when you want.
And if you don't run, you won't play.
Scrum right. The next pitch, this one's in there for a strike. That'll even the count at 2-2. Base stealing was not your thing, though, was it?
No, but I'd get into double digits a little bit, but not like the Vince Coleman's and Willie McGee's
Oh, yeah,
and all those guys.
Yeah, nobody could run like those jackrabbits.
I mean, I was more into Darryl Porter run.
2-2 the count to Scrum. And a swing and a miss, and the ball gets dropped, and the catcher has to throw down to first base. Does so in time, just barely. Getting Scrum was Mason Hammond behind the plate.
He almost took a little too long.
So it'll go down as a strikeout.
The right fielder,
Second out.
Perrell.
Here comes Jackson Perrell. That moves the runner over to third base. That is Colby Anderson. He's there after reaching on an error after Bryce Limp's solo home run to start off the bottom of the first. Jackson Perrell to the plate. Perrell comes in batting 267. He has a home run. 3 runs batted in. First pitch to Jackson.
Ooh.
Swinging a tomahawk chop swing that was.
He was in swing mode on that pitch. He was swinging at that pitch wherever it was.
Yeah, probably. Probably made up his mind. When I get up to the plate, I'm swinging at the first pitch. Worked for Bryce Limp. It can work for me. 0-1, though, on this try. This one's outside, 1-1. Anderson, runner at third base.
What's kind of cool, Todd, is we got a scoreboard now.
I know, it's awesome. Everything's working.
I know.
I got a freshly painted press box. Trying to clean up everything out here. It's nice. Off-speed pitch just misses.
Oh, man.
Yeah. We're playing Perrell straight away. A little bit to the pull side on center field. As swing and a miss to Perrell. Garagosian. A little bit off to the third base side out there in center. Not much.
No, he's pretty close to straight away.
2-2 the count. 2 out. Runner at third. Collinsville leading 1-0. Bottom of the first. Next pitch on the way for Borough. Here it is. Swing and a miss. And Jackson Perrell goes down swinging. And another throw over to first base. Back-to-back strikeouts that were dropped by the catcher. But he managed to adjust himself, and 1 hit. That equals 1 run. 1 error committed in the inning as well, and a runner left on base. We will head to the top of the second inning, and it is a 1-0 lead for your Collinsville Kahawks, with Breese Central getting ready to come up to the plate right after a timeout here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number 1 on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent customer service. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville, right across the street from Kahawk Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or on Facebook at All Pro Tees. Or call All Pro Tees at 344-2200.
Todd Duke and Obergefell back with you from Woodland Park. First home game of the year for Collinsville. I guess it's their official, unofficial opener. Their official home opener was at GCS Ballpark, although we weren't at home. That was considered a home game for Collinsville, so it's nice to get here at the home ballpark after last week's game got moved.
Looks pretty good, too, the field.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, we need a little bit more rain, and that, warm sunshine will help grow the grasses in the places that you see some bare spots on. Right. The sod that was replaced is around home plate, down the lines, and all the grass there around the pitcher's mound.
Huh.
And here is Burruff, and the pitcher slings one right back to where it came from through the mound occupied by C.J. Schaff, and the Cougars have their second base hit of this game.
Batting sixth, the right fielder, Hunter Sample.
Hunter Sample will check in now, and Burruff, he came up there batting .310 with 7 runs batted in, and here is Hunter Sample. Sample batting .370. He has a home run, 4 runs batted in, and a throw over and a check on Burruff, and he's back in there. They're allowing the pitcher to run for himself here are the Central Cougars. Schaff, the lefty. Long time looking into Cy Turner. Now he steps off. What wind there is blowing from the first base dugout to left field, so nothing blowing out or straight in. Schaff's ready. Pitch outside, and it gets away from Turner and down to first base. Second base is free, Burruff. So a passed ball allows Burruff to move down to second. And he's down there with no one out. Hunter Sample steps back in from the right side. Schaff, the lefty, he's ready. Burruff has his lead from second base. Schaff checks on him and pitches. High and outside.
Nice play by the catcher.
We saw Schaff. He was the starting pitcher when Chris Kettler and I did the game Saturday from Alton.
Huh.
Collinsville won that game 11-6.
Looks like he's got pretty good stuff.
Not bad. Pitch high and outside, 3-0. Of course, Jackson Perrell pitched a no-hitter last week.
Really?
15 strikeouts. All outs were recorded via strikeout. 5-inning game. He faced 17 batters. He walked 2, but he struck out the other 15. Every out recorded was a strikeout. I've never heard of that before.
I never either.
4-pitch walk to Hunter Sample. And now we have runners on at first and second. Second walk issued by Schaff here early on. And then Perrell pitched last night, and
Catcher Mason Hammond.
Collinsville lost that game 5-4 to Mascoutah, another undefeated team that remains undefeated. Here is Mason Hammond. Hammond comes in batting .273 with 7 runs batted in. First and second, nobody out. Cougars trying to make some noise here, and that's 5 straight pitches out of the strike zone from C.J. Schaff.
I got the bullpen going already.
That they do. And the next pitch on the way, and
wow,
that one misses the mark as well. Looks like they have Ryan Kremer down there warming up. Junior pitcher. Already seen him. We saw him when we were at GCS, I believe.
Yes, I think so, yeah.
So 6 straight out of the strike zone here from Schaff. He's in a little bit of trouble. Runners at first and second, nobody out. There's a strike right down the middle. 2-1 the count to Mason Hammond, the catcher for the Cougars out of Breese down in Clinton County. Schaff ready with another. Here comes the 2-1. Outside corner, he got that one, 2-2. So nice job coming back after 6 straight pitches out of the strike zone. Breese, of course, has 2 high schools, Breese Central and Mater Dei Catholic. And the pitch up high. 3-2. Dalton Boroff is out at second base after a base hit. Hunter Sample is on first after a walk. 3-2 pitch on the way. Walked him. Back-to-back walks.
Wow.
There were some people complaining about that pitch. It wasn't that far out of the strike zone.
Didn't look like it was.
So the bases are full of Cougars now. And up to the plate will be Tyler Kipper, the DH. Kipper coming in batting .333. He has 3 runs batted in on the year.
Courtesy runner for the catcher at first base. 2, Justin Sample.
Justin Sample will run for the catcher Hammond so he can come in and put his gear back on. Collinsville wants to talk about it. I don't know if they would pull him this early. A little conversation on the mound while Kremer continues to get ready over in the bullpen area. Coach Swip out there seeing if he can calm his pitcher down, find that strike zone. Coach is done speaking, but the rest of the team stays out there on the mound. Next game for us is back here Monday, if you can make it.
Monday,
4:30, Civic Memorial. Collinsville opens up conference play on Tuesday on the road at Belleville West. We'll be at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium for a little conference boys volleyball match between Collinsville and Edwardsville. All right, we're back to action here. Schaff dealing with the bases loaded and nobody out. This could be a big inning for Breese, or Collinsville can get out of this and take that momentum into the next half inning. A foul ball that stays at home plate. 0-1 the count to Tyler Kipper. Sample on at first base. He's the courtesy runner. Another Sample on at second base, and Boroff on at third. Swing and a miss, and swinging right through it was Kipper. Landon Garagosian is waiting on deck. He's the number 9 batter in the order for the Cougars. Cougars all over the base paths. 0-2 the count to Kipper. Here's the pitch. Nice block over there by Cy Turner.
Very nice block.
Yeah, keep the base runners right where they are. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count to Kipper. Strikeout would be nice.
That'd be real nice. Get some damage control right here.
Schaff ready with the 1-2 pitch. Here it is.
Got it.
Swing and a miss. He went for a high, hard one outside. And that's the first strikeout of the game for Schaff. And that means that there's 1 out, and a double play could get Collinsville out of this inning with no damage done. Collinsville has already turned 1 double play in this game, so why not? Any bag, guys, any bag. How about the old 1-2-3 double play?
That'd work.
Schaff is ready, and the pitch high and outside to Garagosian. Garagosian comes in batting .500. 14 runs batted in.
That's pretty good.
He has the lead in that department, yeah. He's had 24 at-bats and 29 plate appearances, and he swings and fouls 1 out of play.
That's, nope.
Just when there's a
Fell
SUV
safely.
riding by. Yeah, he has 12 hits. 10 of those are singles, and 2 of those are doubles.
Wow.
1 ball, 1 strike to count to him, and here's the next pitch. Swinging a high fly ball. This one is going to send Jackson Perrell back. He makes the catch. Perrell comes up throwing. A rope on the way home, and it's too late as the runners all move up a bag, and that includes Dalton Boroff, who scores the tying run. So Collinsville now runners at second and third, and 2 outs.
Back to the top of the order for Central, shortstop, Easton Rockers.
So 1-1. 2 away, and here is Easton Rockers, who walked and then got caught stealing. Or no, excuse me, he was part of that double play, the 4-3, and that ball that was hit to Scrum at second base. I might have said Pinnell, but that was Scrum. And he just stepped on the bag and then threw the first for 2. So still important to get out of this with just the 1 run scored. 2-0 the count to Easton Rockers. Excuse me, got some umpires sitting back behind home plate, don't we?
I was going to say the fans are getting a little restless.
Yeah, they are here early on. They better temper themselves. They got 2 games to get through here. Rockers a little foul ball roller down the third base side. 2-1 the count to the Breese Central Cougar shortstop, Easton Rockers. Runners at second and third, 2 out. Schaff's ready with another pitch. Here it is. Swinging a high fly ball, but that's going to leave the park in foul territory, despite the fact that Bryce Limp gave it a run all the way over to the fence. So 2-2 the count, 1 strike away from getting out of this inning with just the 1 run scored, which would be saying something with the bases loaded and no one out.
That would definitely be right.
Schaff, see if he can get Easton to bite on something here. Here's the pitch. Inside. Full count. Already 2 walks in this inning. You do not want another one. Schaff. He's ready with the 3-2. Here it is. Swinging a shot right back to where it came from. Schaff knocked it down. Throws underhand over to Bagwell for the out. And how about that? That's a good piece of
PFP.
I'm telling you what, he knocked that ball down and it stayed right where he knocked it down. And Collinsville gets out of that inning with just the 1 run scored. We will head to the home half of the second inning. We are tied 1-1.
The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org.
Drink it in. Powerful, vibrant, nutrient-rich fuel for healthy, active, experience-rich lives. So you can be your best self, live your best life, and rule the day.
Todd Duke, St. Louis World Series champion third baseman Ken Oberkfell with you back from Fletcher Field. Might have to actually ditch the coat here for a little bit.
I took mine off.
Yeah. Got the sunshine shining right into the booth here.
Which is nice.
It is. I'm a big fan of sunshine.
Me too.
As days last week, man, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday were just horrible.
Oh, yeah.
The pitcher, CJ.
Bottom of the second, 1-1 is our score. Collinsville got a run in the bottom of the first. Breeze, they answered in the top of the second. And here is CJ Schaff, the pitcher, to lead things off for Collinsville here in the second inning against Dalton Boroff, who scored the tying run. Swing and a miss by Schaff. Schaff comes in, batting .857.
It's a pretty good average.
Yeah, well, he's only had 9 plate appearances, so he's gotten 6 hits out of those 9 plate appearances, including a double and 5 singles. So not too bad, but a little light on the sample of work there, and he's down in an 0-2 hole. It'll be Schaff, Bagwell, and Kai Serrano here in this inning. If anyone can get on, Darren Pinnell. And there's a ball up the middle, picked up by Rockers, a shortstop. His throw is on time, and there's one away.
He looks like a shortstop. A little bit big build, tall, lanky.
First baseman Ethan Bagwell.
There is Ethan Bagwell, first baseman for your Collinsville Kahok Baseball Club, quarterback for the football team. Bagwell coming in, batting .286, 4 runs batted in, a couple of doubles to his credit. And the righty ready, and outside on the corner it goes, 1-1. You're going to hear some more complaining from the fans down there if we start calling those outside pitches strikes and the strikes balls.
You're going to tip your hat.
I hear you. 1-1 pitch to Bagwell. Swing and a miss. He took a little off, did Boroff, excuse me. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Working quickly is Dalton Boroff. He's ready with the 1-2. It's outside. 2-2. Boroff readies himself for another. As soon as I take off my coat, the sun goes away. Here's the pitch, swinging a bouncing ball. Another chance for Rockers at short. Veers over toward third base. Long throw, and he got him. Back-to-back putouts by the shortstop, Easton Rockers.
All right, we know he can catch it. Let's hit it somewhere else.
Batting eighth, the designated hitter.
Here is the DH for the day, Kai Serrano. Serrano comes in batting .250. He's only had 4 plate appearances, and he's gotten 1 hit. So limited action for Mr. Serrano as well. So he sees a little bit of action here in the first game of this doubleheader and swings right through a pitch that the bottom dropped out on.
This guy's throwing some pretty good curveballs.
Serrano awaits the next. That one's in there for a strike, and quickly Serrano's in an 0-2 hole. Darren Pinnell, the number 9 batter for Collinsville, waits in the on-deck circle. Here's the 0-2 to Serrano, almost hitting. And jumping the gun over there on the music.
Is my mic working?
Yeah.
Tom, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not sure.
Next pitch, swinging a foul ball back to the screen. Taking it, you can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you. I
All
just
right.
didn't know if I heard myself.
Yeah. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count to Serrano. There's the pitch by Boroff. Swinging another chance for the Rockers at shortstop, and he makes all 3 putouts, does Easton Rockers.
Set a record.
That's going to do it for the second inning. We will head to the third inning, and it is still 1-1 in favor of no one because it's tied. And we'll be back to tell you all about the third inning in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Collinsville Daily News, the new online source for everything newsworthy in and around Collinsville. This news source is designed to be the heartbeat of the Collinsville community and is owned and operated by members that live in this area. The Collinsville Daily News generates their revenue with local support from the community in which they serve and from advertising. They do not charge to read their content, so you'll never run into one of those annoying paywalls. Not only that, but the Collinsville Daily News offers free classified advertising. You have items you want to buy, sell, or trade, it's free to post. Wedding or engagements announcements, as well as obituaries, all free at collinsvilledailynews.com. Plus, they have the content that matters most. Collinsville news you need to know, coverage of Kahok sports, and a keen eye on city news. The Collinsville Daily News also has an event tab that allows you to find out what is going on in and around the region for you and your family, the heartbeat of the community. Helping readers make sense of an increasingly chaotic world. Check them out at collinsvilledailynews.com, on social media sites Facebook and Instagram. The heartbeat of this community is the Collinsville Daily News.
Ryan Kremer becomes the new pitcher for Collinsville, so C.J. Schaff's day is over. He gave up just the 1 run, struck out 1, walked 3. And that'll bring Kremer to the mound in his 4th game. He is 1-0 so far. He's got 6 innings of work under his belt and has yet to give up a run. Matter of fact, he's only given up 1 hit in his 6 innings of work.
The left fielder, Cody Dickshot.
Cody Dickshot is the batter, and we'll lead things off here in the third. He grounded out to, well, he grounded into that double play that Josh Scrum took care of back in the first inning. So righty against lefty now as Kremer comes in. And the pitch up high, 2-0. I guess they apparently decided that Schaff just didn't have his good stuff today, and he's out there after 2 innings.
He threw a lot of pitches last inning, too, and it is a doubleheader.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought maybe they might stretch him out a little bit. But
another chance for Scrum over at second base. He's up with it, and over to Bagwell at first for 1 out. So back-to-back times that Cody Dickshot has grounded the ball right to
Connor Freeze.
Josh Scrum. Here is Connor Freeze. Freeze doubled his first time up and was left stranded out there at second base. Freeze from the right side. Looks at one. Right on the corner of the plate. Very well-placed pitch there by Kremer.
Took the umpire a little long to make that call. I'm thinking, come on, it's got to be a strike.
Yeah. That's why I was slowing down my words. I was waiting for him to make a signal. 0-1 pitch on the way. That one's in the same spot. 0-2.
He heard you. He was a little quicker there.
Kremer ready with an 0-2 pitch now to Freeze. And here it comes. Swinging a foul ball out of play. That one's going back to the houses. Took a little ride down the road.
Yep.
0-2 the count to Connor Freeze, the third baseman. They play him to pull. Kremer's ready with another 0-2 pitch. Here it is. And foul. And nope, no, that's not a foul. He did pull that one, didn't he?
Yes, he
pulled
did.
that big time. So Freeze is on, single and a double. Doubled in the first, singled here in the second. I didn't even see that ball come off the bat.
I saw it when it first came off, then I lost it. The sun got in my eyes.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say too. Like I said earlier, I love the sunshine, but it does not do anything for me on this computer laptop because I have a hard time seeing this screen. Here is Chase Lewis. Lewis, well, looks at one low, and Lewis grounded out to the pitcher Schaff back in the first inning. That ended that inning after that double play and then the double by Freeze. Third hit in the afternoon for Breese Central. Back in at first base is Freeze. Chase Lewis at the plate. Next pitch on the way from Kremer inside. As we mentioned, Collinsville played yesterday afternoon. Fell to Mascoutah 5-4. The Cougars played yesterday afternoon as well. They played at Roxana. And Breeze scored in every inning except the sixth in an 11-6 win. The 6 runs by Roxana all came in one inning. So they imploded for one inning, and that was it.
Took the rest of the day off.
Yeah. 2-0 the count to Chase Lewis. Runner at first, one out. Here's the pitch. Just missed. 3-0. Dalton Boroff, the pitcher, waits on deck. Lewis looking for something to drive. Collinsville looking for their second double play ball. That one's on the outside corner. Called strike one, 3-1, and taking all the way was Chase Lewis. Did not lift the bat off that shoulder. Kremer throws over to first, and the ball pops out of the glove of Bagwell, but doesn't matter because Connor Freeze would have been back in there anyway. Said we had a chance for some rain today. I never saw a rain cloud at all.
I haven't either.
Runner goes. Here's the pitch. It's a called strike on the outside corner, so 3-2 the count to the batter. And down at second base is Connor Freeze with a stolen base.
He had a great jump.
He did. First stolen base on the afternoon for the Cougars. They come in. They have 25 stolen bases, averaging 3.1 a game. They've been caught 3 times this year. Collinsville's only been caught twice. Swing and a miss. Down on strikes is Chase Lewis. That's a big strikeout.
Very big strikeout.
First strikeout for Kremer.
Now batting the pitcher.
And here comes Dalton Boroff, who singled and scored the only run for the Cougars thus far. So 2 away, runner on at second base. Boroff looking for something to drive to maybe score the go-ahead run. Kremer trying to get out of this inning with no damage done, and that one almost hit him inside. 1-0. Just letting you know he's here. Folks are soaking up the sunshine down here.
I don't blame him.
Neither do I. Want to know the count. Here comes the pitch. Inside, 2-0. JV team beat Mascoutah yesterday right here on this field. That was the practice game to see if the field was ready. Yeah, that game was supposed to be in Mascoutah, but they moved it here just to make sure everything was good for this game this morning. Double header. That one's a strike.
Field looks good.
Yeah, it doesn't look bad. It's had lots of rain last week, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So's my yard. I'm going to have to cut my grass tomorrow for the first time this year. It's growing like a weed now with all the rain.
Yeah.
That one gets away, and the runner is going to move over to third base. And that's the second passed ball on the morning for Turner. So Breese stole second, makes it to third on a passed ball. And it's 3-1 the count to the batter, Boroff. Here's the 3-1 pitch. He walked him. So Boroff is on base for the second time today. First walk issued by Kremer. That'll bring up Hunter Sample. Sample walked his first time up and was left at third base. Cougars left 2 on after scoring that tying run in the second. Runners on the corners, 2 away. Kremer's ready. Here's the pitch. Swinging a high foul ball. That one's going to head to the lake. Or pond, whatever you call that over there. That body of water. Woodland Park Pond.
There you go.
I don't know if it has a name. I just gave it one.
It does now.
Catcher Mason Hammond waits on deck with his shin pads on. And 0-1 pitch on the way to Hunter Sample. Here it is. High.
Oh,
and the runner.
Delay steal.
A little delayed.
Yeah.
Pilfering of second base by Boroff. No throw. Second stolen base of this inning. Puts runners on at second and third. With 2 outs. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Ooh, where was that? 2-1.
Wow.
I never knew so many people were named Blue. Come on, Blue. I think both of them out there are. 2-1 pitch from Kremer on the way. Here it is. Swinging a little foul tip that stayed in the glove. Heard that contact of that aluminum bat just barely. And Kremer 1 strike away from getting out of this inning unscathed. Runners on at second and third. 2 outs, 2-2 the count. Kremer ready with the next pitch to Hunter Sample. Here it is. Outside.
Got a base open, but throwing a lot of pitches.
Cougars had bases loaded with nobody out in the last inning and only got 1 run out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Collinsville living dangerously here. 3-2 pitch to Hunter Sample on the way. Swinging a foul ball back to the screen. Might have swung at ball 4, but we'll never know.
Still alive.
He is. So we'll do it all over again. 2 on, 2 out, 3-2 the pitch. Here comes. Swinging a foul ball over the first base dugout. Another opportunity here for Kremer to get out of this inning. The righty is ready. He kicks and fires. Oh!
A little low. Not much, though. Close enough to swing at.
Bases loaded for the second inning in a row here for the Cougars.
Catcher Mason Hammond.
Second walk in the inning issued by Kremer, and here is Mason Hammond, the catcher, who received a walk from C.J. Schaff his first time up. Bases are loaded. 2 outs. Nowhere to put anyone right now. Here's the pitch. Ooh, that almost hit him.
That's what we used to say if they hit on that pitch. We got ice.
Yeah.
We got ice.
Take one for the team, Raj. 1-0 pitch on the way from Kremer. Here it is. Swing and a miss, and it stays at home plate. So no movement by the base runners. 1 ball, 1 strike to count to Mason Hammond, the Breeze catcher. Tyler Kipper, the DH, waits on deck. We're hoping he leads off the next inning. 1 ball, 1 strike to count to Hammond. Kremer's ready. Bases loaded. 2 outs. And here's the pitch. Strike.
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry, but that looked like it was a little high and outside.
We'll take it.
I know. I will. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. So one more time, we are in a situation where one pitch can get you out of an inning. Kremer's ready. Here is that pitch. Oh, he called it strike on the inside corner. Caught looking was Hammond, and he leaves the bases loaded. So no runs in the inning. There was 1 base hit, couple of walks, and 3 base runners left on the base paths. No scores across. That's the most important thing. We head now to the bottom half of the third, and we are still tied 1-1.
Are the lights on your dashboard putting on a show? Bring it to Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is also a T3 certified tire center. They can handle all of the basics like oil changes and tune-ups, and the not-so-basics like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations: Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville. The Collinsville location is at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611, online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and that care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
In Collinsville, call Scott Allen at 618-346-1500.
Back here at beautiful Woodland Park, Collinsville, Illinois. I'm Todd Duke. Ken Oberkfell on the other microphone, World Series champion third baseman with your St. Louis Cardinals. Graduate of Collinsville High School, what, 76?
74.
74. All right. Darren Pennell is the only player not to bat here in this game thus far, so he'll get his opportunity now. Darren, he comes in batting .235 with a couple of runs batted in, looking to get on base here against Dalton Borough. And a foul out of play.
It's like our world championship team 40 years ago. Doesn't
I know.
seem like 40 years.
None of it does.
Come and gone by.
Yeah, 40 years ago I was in Korea, and it doesn't seem like it.
I know.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Or excuse me, 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. To Darren Pennell. Bryce Limp, the leadoff batter who led this game off with a home run in the bottom of the first, is on deck. Burrough, he's ready. Now he steps off. Looks over that big fanned-out glove of his, shakes off one sign, says yes to the next. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Up and in to Darren Pennell, 2-2. Of course, we're playing some ball here. They're practicing playing some ball down in Florida. The baseball home opener next week for your St. Louis Cardinals is on Thursday, and it's supposed to be like cold, cloudy, rainy, and like 54 degrees.
Perfect.
Yeah. You know, it could be worse. We've had snow on opening day before.
Yep.
And of course, since the last time we spoke, Kyle, the Cardinals have signed some guy named Albert Pujols. You heard of him?
I have heard of him.
Yeah. Ooh, strike 3 called. Pennell down looking.
You know, he was a free agent, and I said, this probably going to sign him. He's almost a perfect fit, being a right-handed hitter against left-handers. And he ain't done yet. He looks like he's in pretty decent shape.
Oh, yeah, he showed up in really good shape from what I saw.
So it's a good move for the organization.
Here is Bryce Limp, who tattooed the first pitch he saw in the bottom of the first inning over the 360 mark in right center field for a 1-0 lead. It lasted until the top of the second inning, and there goes my commercial check sheet. I could use that. The sheet that I use to check off all my commercials on as I'm going through a game just flipped out and flew out the window. Thank you. Appreciate that. Guess I'll keep that more handy. Just trying to keep it under my laptop here so it doesn't blow away.
There you go.
Now we're cooking with fire. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count to Bryce Limp. Boroff ready with another pitch. Here it comes.
Oh.
He offered, but the umpire said he didn't go around, and they're going to check at first base, but, he's behind the batter, so he says no.
Well, you knew he was going to say no as soon as the umpire asked him.
Yeah, he's not going to.
He ain't going to pull it on his umping buddy.
Nope. 2-2 the count. Another pitch to Limp on the way. Swing and a miss. He's down on strikes anyway.
Yep.
Back-to-back strikeouts. That's 4 strikeouts in the game now for Boroff. And the first 2 have succumbed to strikeouts. Here is Colby Anderson. Anderson reached on an error by the third baseman Breese his first time up and was left stranded at third base after a stolen base. So Colby trying to get on in front of Isaac Lemansky. The 0-1 on the way. Strike 2. Is it possible that Dalton Boroff is getting better as he's going along out there?
It sure looks like it.
Sure does.
No, is he a senior or junior?
Let's await the next pitch, and I'll tell you. Here's the 0-2. Stays up high, 1-2. Boroff is a senior, yes.
He's got good stuff. He's throwing strike. He's around the plate. That's important.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count to Anderson, and Anderson steps out. Boroff shakes off 2 pitches. Now the third. Why don't you just throw what he wants? Well, okay. I guess he's in charge out there. He struck out the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Collinsville Kahawks. In the bottom of the third, it remains 1-1 as we head now to the 4th inning, and we'll be back to tell you all about that 4th inning after a timeout. As soon as I can see my screen here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside's all-star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Lakeside Roofing, celebrating 50 years of serving the metro area. Choose experience, choose Lakeside.
Back here at Woodland Park, we are into the 4th inning. Collinsville Kahawks and the Breese Central Cougars are knotted at 1. Ryan Kremer is back out on the bump for his 2nd inning worth of work. And he will face the bottom of the order. And Tyler Kipper, Landon Garagosian, and then back to the top of the order in Easton Rockers. That throw get away or what?
I hope so. He was just making sure the center fielder was in the game.
Yep. Got to keep them on their toes,
Yep.
Here is Tyler Kipper. He's the DH. Struck out his first time up. That was against Schaff. So Kipper has a new pitcher to look at. The first one he saw was a lefty. Kremer is a righty. And the first pitch of the 4th inning is on the way. Swinging a high fly ball. Center field. That one's going way back. And Perrell steps right over there in front of that 360 mark, just as Colby Anderson was coming in behind him and makes the catch for 1 out. 1 pitch, 1 out. Kind of like those. Those make games go by faster. Not that I'm trying to get out of here faster, but,
It works.
Like I said, I got a busy day. I can't see. A strike called into Landon Garagosian, who flew out to Jackson Perrell his first time up. That's just what Kipper just did. 1 out. Top of the 4th, 1-1 game. And Kremer ready with another pitch. That one's in there for a strike. Kremer may have fixed his mechanics a little bit there in the
yes, he might have.
last half inning. 0-2 the count. Kremer's pitch on the way. Outside, just missed.
How was the birthday party for your daughter that game when we had at GCS?
Yeah, that was fun.
Was it?
Yeah.
You weren't late, were you?
No.
That's good.
Nope. Of course, my wife and daughter, they wouldn't let, Texas Roadhouse wouldn't let them put their names on the list or get seated unless I was there. You can't sit down unless your whole party is here, so they had to wait for me to get there. I got there. We were all right. We were good.
Well, good.
Yeah. 2-2 the count. 1 out in the inning. We're in the fourth. 1-1 game. Kremer's next pitch, swinging a foul ball. The first base coach, he goes running for the ball, and he bends down to try to pick it up and missed the whole thing.
Yes, he did.
Almost ran headfirst into the fence.
That's when I just turn and look at it.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, somebody else can get it. 2-2. That's the count to the batter, and a swing and a high fly ball. This one's in the gap, and that one's over the head of Colby Anderson. A diving effort by the Kahok center fielder. He just missed, and on his way to third base with a sliding triple is Landon Agaragosian. Well, I tell you what, Colby Anderson didn't miss that by much in that diving attempt.
That was one heck of a play, one heck of a try.
So a runner on at third base and 1 out. Back to the top of the order we go in Easton Rockers. Rockers has walked and grounded out in this game.
Back for the Cougars, shortstop, Easton Rockers.
Everybody making sure that Colby Anderson's okay. And while he's dusting himself off, Rockers down the third base sign to talk things over with Ryan Meyer. He's their first-year head coach for Breese Central. Meyer took over for Kevin Krask, who led the Cougar baseball program for the last 13 years. He went 181 and 201. 17 and 12 the Cougars went last year, so this 8-0 start, very nice for them.
Yes, it is.
Runner at third, 1 out. Rockers is the batter. Here's the pitch in the dirt. 1-0. 5 winning seasons under Krask. 2 times they were regional champs, 2015 and 2017. Their best season, though, was 2016 when they went 21-8. Kremer ready with a 1-0. Outside, 2-0.
Anytime you get 20 wins or more, or even less a little bit, you've had a good year.
IHSA only has the baseball season for Breese Central going back to 1971.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm wondering if things are missing because that school's been around a lot longer than that. Another 1 out of the strike zone. Excuse me, he's called that one a strike. 2-1 the count. So 6 times since 1971 has Breese won a regional championship, but no trips to state in that time. Matter of fact, no sectional championships as well.
Huh.
Strike on the inside corner. So from 2-0 to 2-2. So the IHSA has Breese baseball for 45 years in their history. They have a record of 588 wins, 614 losses, and somehow or another there's 9 ties in there as well. 2-2 the count. 2 Rockers in the dirt, 3-2. Kahok's got some more going on in their bullpen.
Someone's down there heating up.
Looks like Caden Pruitt. If I can read the number on the front, looks like a 2. The numbers on the fronts of the jerseys are not as big as the ones on the back.
No.
Swinging a high fly ball to center field. Colby Anderson drifts back, and he sets himself for a play at the plate. Here comes the throw. It is cut off, and it wouldn't have been in time anyway. And the Cougars take their first lead of this game, 2-1. Two outs. Rockers picks himself up a RBI.
Batting the left fielder, Cody Dickshot.
And here is Corey Dickshot, who has grounded out to Josh Scrum both times he has been up. Kremer ready. Swinging a high fly ball. This one's drifting into foul territory. Lemansky down the third base line in foul territory, makes it for the catch. But A triple with 1 out in the game leads to the go-ahead run here for Breese Central, and they now have a 2-1 lead as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning, and we'll be back to tell you all about the next at bat here for your Collinsville Kahawks after a timeout here on the Kahawk Sports Network. Calling all sports fans. Looking for a great place to watch the game with your crew? Look no further than the Lucky Fox Sports Bar in Caseyville. The Lucky Fox shows Collinsville Kahawk sports on the big screen, plus UFC fights, boxing, Cardinals and Blues, and all of the NFL games with the NFL ticket and enough TVs that you'll be sure to find the game you want. And the food? How about Taco Tuesdays, Wing Wednesdays, plus burgers, sandwiches, pizza, steak, and more, including great drink specials and the coldest brew in town. And don't forget to try your luck at the Lucky Fox Gaming Room. Dine in and catch a game, or order carry-out with the Lucky Fox. The Lucky Fox Sports Bar, 1101 Caseyville Road, right across the street from Kahawk Stadium. Open daily at 11 a.m. Check out the Lucky Fox Facebook page for daily specials. The Lucky Fox, 618-855-9500. Lemansky, who made the final put out in the top of the 4th, will lead things off here in the bottom of the 4th. Lemansky popped up in foul territory himself down the first base side, and Chase Lewis took care of that for the Cougars. And here is Lemansky leading off the 4th inning for Collinsville. Looks at one that's a called strike on the outside corner. Yeah, we know 9 ties. We talked about that during the break. Either it started raining and you couldn't complete the game, or you played on a field that didn't have lights and it got too dark and you couldn't continue.
Right.
So, 9 ties over 45 years, I guess that's not bad.
That's not too bad.
1-1 the count now to Isaac Lemansky. It'll be Lemansky, Scrum, and Peril here in this 4th inning for Collinsville. Pitch, swing, high fly ball. This one is going to stay in the park, and Garagosin ranges over to his left and makes the catch for 1 out.
Up next, second baseman Josh Scrum.
Breese Central, by the way, they have a couple of state championships, one each in boys and girls basketball. 3 times volleyball state champs for the girls, and 3 times competitive cheerleading state champs.
There you have it.
Yeah. So not a lot. Team sport-wise, you have the 2 basketball ones and the volleyball ones, and I know that competitive cheer is a team sport too, not trying to say it's not.
Right.
But I did include it in there because it's important that you include that kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
If they would have won a debate championship, I would have mentioned that. 1-1 the count to Josh Scrum, a strikeout victim his first time up. Hey, debate championships are hard, man.
I didn't have a problem with him. I never did him.
And a one-hopper that goes right into the glove of Hunter Sample, and he might have had enough time to throw to first base to get him out.
He was thinking about it.
He was.
I think he reacted a little late.
That is just the second base hit for Collinsville on the afternoon. The only other one was the leadoff home run by Bryce Limp in the first inning.
Right fielder Jackson Peril.
So here is Jackson Peril. Peril has really picked up his play at the plate here in the last few games. Snap throw over to first base, and back in time is Scrum. Peril was a strikeout victim his first time up. And Burhoff pitches. It's in there for a strike. Boroff works from the stretch. Hasn't done that a lot. Now they got the runner hung up. Scrum is caught in a rundown. They'll fire it over to second. And then back over to first with the pitcher covering. And the pitcher, Boroff, ends up tagging him out. 3-6-1 on the tag out. So nobody on, and now 2 outs. And Collinsville gets caught stealing for the 3rd time this year. Jackson Peril up there now with the bases empty, and an 0-1 pitch on the way to him. Swinging a high fly ball. This one's going to get out of play. Maybe. At the fence, and it barely got over the fence, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
The wind is blowing that way, so it looked like when it left the bat it was definitely going out of play, and then By the time it was all over, that wind pushed it back, and it just got over the fence. 0-2 the count to Peril. Reminder, this is a doubleheader, so we will not have a post-game show after this game. The post-game show will be at the end of game number 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count after that one just missed outside. Peril swings and a foul ball down the first base, or excuse me, the third base side. One ball, 2 strikes to count. Here's the pitch, swinging a shot right into the glove of the third baseman, Breese. He snagged that one out of midair, and that's the way the inning comes to a close. So as it turns out, it's another back-to-back 1-2-3 inning after the single by Scrum ended up being a pickoff move. So we will head now to the bottom of the 4th inning. And it stays 2-1, or excuse me, the top of the 5th inning is where we're heading to. And it stays 2-1 in favor of Breese Central. And we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Keep your ride shiny and clean with Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville. Extreme Details, owned and operated by former Kahok Jay Merkel. Jay and his crew at Extreme Details believe in the value of community and in helping their community hold the value of their vehicles with a sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details can handle any job, whether you drive a small car, an SUV, or even a bus or an RV. No job is too big or too small at Extreme Details. Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal, and they vacuum every vehicle regardless of what package you choose. Cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, and more. Plus, Extreme Details can handle fleet vehicles for your company. Call Jay and the gang at Extreme Details at 977-1224 or visit Extreme Details at 936 St. Louis Road in Collinsville. Check for periodic specials on the Extreme Details Facebook page. Put the shine in your ride with Extreme Details.
Back here at Woodland Park, Fletcher Field is where we are. I'm Todd Duke. Ken Oberkfell on the other microphone. We're both glad that you're with us here on a not too bad of a Saturday. It's a little on the breezy side, a little on the chilly side, comparatively speaking, to where we should be this time of year, but we'll take it.
Oh, we'll definitely take it.
Here is Connor Breese to lead things off. Here in the 5th inning, Breese has a single and a double to his credit here so far this afternoon. He's been stranded on both times, both occasions. Collinsville trailing 2-1, as now we're getting kind of late. These games are only scheduled to go 7 innings. By the time you make it to the 5th, that's late.
Yes, it is. That's like the 7th.
Yeah, it is. Kremer misses high and tight. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Looks like we're going to be in a spot where we're going to see more clouds than sun here now.
Well, I heard there's a chance of rain, but...
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to happen.
I don't think so.
And a shot down the third baseline, just foul. I mean, just foul. There was no way Lemansky was going to get to that one if it would have been fair.
No.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count to Connor Breese. Kremer looks into Turner. Has his sign and brings it home.
Right.
Ooh, 2-2. Werner, by the way, was in the on-deck circle at the end of the last inning, so he's going to end up batting in the pitching spot that was given up by Schaff, and then Kremer will become, I guess what you say, the extra guy. Up high, 3-2. Calc's pitchers have thrown a lot of pitches in this game.
They really have. Puts a wear and tear on the manager, too, because you're sitting there, who do I bring in? This guy going to throw strikes.
And that was Caden Pruitt that was warming up in the bullpen last inning as well, and there's a walk to Breese. So Breese has been on base all 3 times. Kremer, that's his 3rd walk.
Now batting the first baseman.
And here is Chase Lewis. Lewis is 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout. And now Turner wants to talk things over with Kremer. Runner on at first base. Nobody down, and Cougars are looking to make a little bit more noise here. Collinsville wants to keep it where it is so they can have an easier effort at that comeback try. Anything more than a run, and your effort gets doubled. Throw over to first base, and back in time is Breese.
Well, they got their bullpen up. Maybe their pitcher's getting his pitch count up there.
Could be. That's one of those things I don't keep track of. I don't have enough time. Another throw over to first base, and back in there safely is the base runner. And now the ball gets away, but runner doesn't go anywhere. And, of course, Breese has the same thing on their jerseys. The numbers on the front are a lot smaller than the ones on the back. I believe that was number 22, if I just saw that correctly. Well, that's Ty Kipper. He's already into this game. Maybe they'll bring him out. Who knows? Swinging a chance for the shortstop, and a double play over to second, back over to first, and a 6-4-3 twin killing off the bat of Chase Lewis. And Collinsville's second double play of this game. And now nobody on, and 2 away. That will bring up Dalton Borup, the pitcher. He has singled and walked, scored the first run, and stole a base so far here this afternoon. Pitch to Borup from Kremer is a called strike. Well, that is Kipper getting warmed up down there. Next pitch on the way. Swinging a chance for Peril. He ranges to his right, and he hauls it in for the out. So they faced the minimum of batters here. Do the Collinsville Kahawks in the top of the 5th inning. We will head now to the bottom half of the 5th inning, and Collinsville coming up to the plate trailing by 1 run. Back in just a moment here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
The reviews are in. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville is a hit in the metro. Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahawk fans, before, after, or even during Kahawk games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food, like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus, they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahawk games live, as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carryout orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahawk fans' pub of choice.
Back here at Woodland Park, Luke Weller is going to bat. He hits one. That's got some distance, but that is going to fall down right into the glove of Gregorcian out there in center field. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Now batting first baseman Ethan Bagwell.
So quickly 1 away, and here is Ethan Bagwell. Bagwell grounded out to the shortstop Rockers his first time up. And here is Borup with another pitch, even though they have a guy in their bullpen pitching.
He should be ready. He's been pitching down there for a while.
Yeah, he is. That's Kipper, the DH, who's down there pitching.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why he's still down there pitching. I'm like, wait a minute, they're in the field. How is he still? I'm like, okay, he's the DH. I knew I recognized the name. Just got to give me a second sometimes. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count to Bagwell. Kai Serrano waits on deck. 1 out, nobody on. Collinsville trails by 1. Borup ready with another pitch. Yeah, it's a called strike on the outside corner, and Bagwell is down on strikes. And for Burhoff, that's his 5th strikeout of the afternoon. And here is the DH, Kai Serrano. Serrano grounded out to the shortstop Rockers his first time up. That was the inning the Rockers made all 3 putouts. So don't hit it to him.
That's right.
Pitch, swing and a miss. Bottom fell out of that one, and Serrano swung right over the top of it. Darren Pennell waits on deck. Serrano trying to get on ahead of him, but he's at an 0-2 hole. So it appears that Kipper is done with his warm-up pitches down there, and a swing and a miss by Serrano, and he goes down on strikes. Back-to-back strikeouts by Burhoff. He now has 6 in this game, and another 1-2-3 inning by Burhoff and the Breese Central Cougars. We head now to the top of the 6th inning, and it's getting kind of late. Collinsville needs to hold Breese Central right where they are and come back and score some runs in the next inning. We'll tell you all about it in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Keep your ride shiny and clean with Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville. Extreme Details, owned and operated by former Kahok Jay Merkel. Jay and his crew at Extreme Details believe in the value of community and in helping their community hold the value of their vehicles with a sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details can handle any job, whether you drive a small car, an SUV, or even a projects in and around your home can be daunting and overwhelming. Take the stress out of those projects and let AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions do all the heavy lifting. Former Kahok Adam Welly can help knock those projects off your list. From framing drywall, painting, and stair work inside to deck work, hardscapes, and concrete and retaining wall construction outside your home, including power washing and brush removal. Whatever the task, AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions can help. Call Adam Welly for a free estimate at AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions, 314-252-8010. That's 314-252-8010.
Hunter Sample will lead things off here for Breese. Collinsville, 1 run on 2 hits. Collinsville's only had 3 base runners all day today. The home run by Limp. Colby Anderson reached on an error and the base hit by Scrum, but Anderson was stranded at third and Scrum was picked off. Here is Hunter Sample, who has walked twice. Kremer's first pitch, swinging a foul ball out of play. A little bit more cloud cover moving into the area now. I know they said something about maybe a little bit of showers around the noon hour.
That's what I heard.
We're at 12:30 right now, but they did say that if you did get it, it wasn't going to be much. 0-1 pitch from Kremer to Sample on the way. Up high, 1-1. Kremer. He's ready. And the 1-1 pitch just missed outside. Lots of purple and white out here. Both teams purple and white are their primary colors, even though the Cougars are wearing black jerseys today. Up high, 3-1. But the crowd, they're wearing their purple and white no matter what school they're from.
That's right. Cheer for both teams. No one will know.
No one will know. 3-1 the count to Sample. Swinging a fly ball. Shallow center field. No one's going to get there.
Nope.
One bounce in front of Colby Anderson in center field, and that was one of those that was off the handle of the bat and didn't get very far. Fifth base hit of the afternoon for the Cougars. And here is Mason Hammond, the catcher. He walked and has struck out in this game. Check on the runner over at first, and he's back in there. Well, the sunshine went away and the wind picked up. What's up with that?
It's trying to make it cold.
Yeah. Pitch, squaring around to bunt, and Ball went right underneath the bat of Hammond. Kremer from the stretch. Throws over to first. Back in there safely is Sample. Sample has been on base twice, both walks until that single. So it's his third time on base. He has not stolen a base yet, so we'll see if he has ideas to do that here. Here's the pitch. High, and Weller was getting ready to come up and throw, but the ball popped out of his glove. Ready with another pitch is Kremer, and strike called. Runner goes, and he is on second in time. Ball gets away for a moment from Josh Scrum, but not far enough for the runner to advance.
He had a great jump.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count to Hammond.
See if he'll bunt with 2 strikes.
Tell you what, Lemansky was almost in his face by the time he got down the line there from third, swinging a foul ball back to the screen. Keeps the count at 1-2. Collinsville would like to keep any more runs off the board to give themselves a chance here in the bottom of the 5th, 6th, and 7th if need be. Kremer ready with another 1-2 pitch. It's on the way, and a foul ball that stays at home plate. We'll keep the count at 1-2. Runner at second base has his lead. That's Hunter Sample. And the 1-2 pitch. Swinging a chance for the shortstop. Pinnell. Oh, he has to race in on it. That was a slow roller through that thick grass that Coach Swip was talking about in the pregame show, but we haven't really seen any grounders through that part of the grass yet, and boy, it did slow down.
It definitely slowed down, but I don't think they would have got him anyway.
No. It's going to go down as a hit. Yeah. There's no way.
Here comes Coach.
Sample stayed at second base.
To Justin Sample.
6th base hit in the afternoon for the Cougars, and we may have a pitching change here. Nobody out. Runners on first and second. And we will, as he takes the ball away from Kremer. So a timeout on the field for a pitching change. And we will take a timeout along with him, and we'll be back here in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff Companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975. The people of Illinois welcome you. The folks in Collinsville, Illinois, well, they want you to stick around for a while and enjoy the sights, the fun, the food, and of course, the Collinsville Kahawks. The city of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District. So welcome to Collinsville. Come on over, catch a Kahawks game, or enjoy some of the new places to eat, shop, and have fun. There's plenty to do for the young and the young at heart. Enjoy Christmas at the Collins House during the holidays, tunes at Bloom in the warm summer months, and more. There's plenty to do in Collinsville, so come on over for a bit. The folks in Collinsville would love to see you. For more information, go to www.collinsville.org. First National Bank of Waterloo, with over 100 years serving the Metro East. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo at their Maryville and Collinsville locations for all of your banking, mortgage, and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, Call the Collinsville team at First National Bank of Waterloo at 618-345-1121 or visit their Maryville and Collinsville locations or online at fnbwaterloo.bank. First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Ty Kipper up to the plate to face the new pitcher for Collinsville. It is Caden Pruitt in his second game of the year so far. He's just pitched in 1 2/3 of an inning. He's given up 1 run. It was earned, and a couple of hits. So we'll see if young Mr. Pruitt can stop the bleeding here. Runners on first and second, nobody out. And the pitch to Kipper, it's a bunt, and it's a good one. It's right in front of home plate. Pruitt picks it up, throws over to first with Josh Scrum covering in time for the out. Now the throw over to third base gets away from Lemansky, and it rolls all the way to the Kahok dugout, but the runners don't go any farther than second and third.
Throw that ball out of play. Like a hot potato.
Yeah. So 1 out, but runners move up.
Now batting center fielder Landon Garagosian.
Garagosian steps up to the plate for the second time. He is a fly out, and he tripled and scored the go-ahead run back in the fourth. Cougars looking for some more here with 1 out and runners on second and third. We're in the top of the 6th. There's the pitch. Swinging a chance for the second baseman. Throwing home. And they're going to go ahead and get him. That was a bang-bang play there. Josh Scrum throws the ball home. And gets the lead runner.
Central shortstop, Easton Rockers.
Great play there by Scrum at second base. 4-2 on the putout.
That was a nice play right there.
What in the world? I hate it when things pop up on your screen when you're like in the middle of doing something. So now runners on the corners. Garagosian reaching on the fielder's choice. And a swing and a miss by leadoff batter Easton Rockers. Rockers has walked, grounded out, and a fly out. So officially 0 for 2. Runners on the corners. 0-1 the count. 2 Rockers. Pruitt has his sign from Weller and pitches. Swinging a base hit. Out to left field. That was what Collinsville was trying to avoid there. They were 1 out away from getting out of this inning with no damage done, but Rockers takes care of that with an RBI base hit.
Fielder Cody Dickshot.
And it's now 3-1. And that'll bring up Cody Dickshot. He is 0 for 3, 2 ground outs and a pop-up. Runners at first and second. Another pop-up. Is this one going to be catchable, though? It's into the outfield, and underneath it, nicely done there by Bryce Limp as he had to call off Darren Pinnell, driving all the way out there from shortstop. So Collinsville gives up another run, but it could have been a lot worse, and the Kahawks right now trail just by 2 as we head now to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's 3-1 in favor of the Breese Central Cougars. Collinsville coming up to the plate next after this timeout on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Got vinyl? Rich's Record Emporium on Main Street in Collinsville can take care of all of your vinyl needs and more. You can peruse through thousands of records, from country to hard-to-find jazz. And classic rock, it's always in stock at Rich's Record Emporium. Used vinyl by the hundreds, plus new releases by new artists as well as reissues by classic artists. Don't forget to check out the audio room at Rich's Record Emporium. There, you can test out all the latest in audio gear, from top-of-the-line speakers to the latest in new turntables, plus amps, streamers, and all of the accessories like needles, belts, and more. While you're there, check out the music-related wall art, as well as t-shirts, record cleaners, and so much more. Plus, if you can't find it at Rich's, they will do their best to find it for you. Come check out Collinsville's only record store, Rich's Record Emporium, 131 West Main Street in beautiful uptown Collinsville. 618-795-1333. Online, richesrecordemporium.com.
And again, a reminder for you, the Richards Record Emporium folks want to give you a 5% discount. All you got to do is go in there and tell them you saw their commercial on the Kahok Sports Network. They'll give you 5% off on your purchase. Albums, sound equipment, accessories, whatever you need, you can get 5% off. Just say, hey, man, I saw your ad on the Kahok Sports Network, and they'll hook you up. Here is Darren Pinnell leading off here in the bottom of the 6th inning for Collinsville, and he fouls one away, and he's in an 0-2 hole, and Pinnell is struck out and is only at bat so far here today. And then back to the top of the order, and Bryce Limp and Cody Anderson. Pop fly on the infield. Calling for it is Rockers at shortstop. He has it with one hand.
Of course.
And there's one out.
Left fielder Bryce Limp.
Bryce Limp back to the top of the order. Limp has struck out, and he led off the bottom of the first on a first pitch home run to give Collinsville that 1-0 lead that was intact until the top of the second. All right, now it's 3-1, and we're in the bottom of the 6th. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. There's a bunt. Well, a bunt, kinda. And quickly, there are 2 away. That didn't take very long at all.
That was pretty quick.
Now batting center fielder Colby Anderson.
All right, stop it. Bottom of the 6th. Stop it. Thank you. Hitting the wrong buttons up here. Now there's 2 outs, and here is Mr. Anderson. There's a base hit right up the middle. Colby on base for the second time today.
Next for the Kahawks.
That's just the 3rd base hit of the afternoon for Collinsville. The base hits have been hard to come by here against this pitcher, Dalton Boroff. But Colby Anderson is on at first base, and that'll bring up Isaac Lemansky. Lemansky is 0 for 2 with a pop-up and a fly-out. Looking for something to drive here is number 23. Throw over. Anderson's back in there. Runner on at first, 2 away. Kahawks have 2 more bats here to make some damage happen. And the pitch is a little outside as Collinsville is down to their final 4 outs here. Whoa, almost going to sleep over there was Anderson, and a snap throw by Boroff almost caught him off guard. Almost caught me off guard.
It did catch me off guard.
Boroff, he's ready. Next pitch, swing and a miss. And they got the runner caught up. The throw is not going to be in time as that throw was just a little bit high, and that allowed Anderson to get in under the tag that Husband almost put on his helmet. Well, they're going to call interference. And they're going to call Lemansky out at home plate on catcher's interference.
Is that what they're calling?
That's going to be what they're calling. So that becomes the 3rd out. And Coach Swip is not very happy about it, but the inning will come to a close. We will head to the top of the 7th inning, and the Cougars still enjoying a 3-1 lead. And the Kahawks in trouble as they're down to their final 3 outs on offense. But first, the top of the 7th. That'll be coming your way here in just a moment on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean cut, drug free, and background checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
Todd Duke, Ken Oberkfell back with you from Woodland Park. 3-1, top of the 7th is where we are. Catcher's interference call against Lemansky, and since there were already 2 outs, he was called out. Normally, if there was less than that, you would have sent the runner back to first base and continued on, but that ended up being the 3rd out. That's not the way, and we wanted to see that inning go.
Nope.
Here is Connor Freeze to lead off things here against Pruitt, and that one's a called strike. Freeze has been on base all 3 times, a walk, a single, and a double. He has been stranded twice and was erased on a 6-4-3 double play. That was hit into by the man on deck, Chase Lewis. As the next pitch misses for Freeze from Pruitt. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Again, we'll remind you, no post-game interview at the end of this first game. We'll do that at the end of the next game. That is scheduled for a 1 o'clock first pitch, but it will probably be a little late. It's already 1:45, so.
What do you get, about 20 minutes between games?
Uh-huh. Gotta get the boys something to eat. Me too. I brought a Lunchable. I got a Lunchable and a cold Mountain Dew in my car waiting for me.
There you go.
Looks like Breese Central has a pitcher warming up in their bullpen, and it looks like it might be Garagosian who's down there warming up. Outside, walk.
Whoever it is, been in the game because his pants are dirty.
That's the 7th walk given up in this game by Kahok pitching. You can't have that.
No.
Especially in a nice, close, tight game like this one. Here is Chase Lewis, and as I mentioned, he grounded into a 6-4-3 double play his last time up. Maybe he can oblige us with the same here in the 7th. Check on Freeze over at first. He's back in there safely. Lewis has grounded out, struck out, and hit into that double play. So 0 for 3 on the afternoon for the Cougars' first baseman. Another throw over, and Freeze is back in there fine. So Freeze has been on base all 4 times to the plate today. 2 walks, a single, and a double. Pitch. Strike called. Wants him to run through the signs again, did Lewis?
He ain't even looking at
it. He didn't. He didn't budge. Now he's calling timeout. Now he's going to get a fresh new set of signs. I believe that was. There's a runner going, and that pitch is going to be, or that throw is going to be high, and it was too late anyway.
Yeah, he had a great jump.
Freeze, his 2nd stolen base of the day, 3rd stolen base on the afternoon for the Cougars. Garagosian was down there warming up. Now he's finished. Runner on at 2nd. Here's the 1-1 pitch and a chopper right past the diving glove of Lemansky. And now it's going to get past Bryce Limp and roll all the way into that corner. And scoring easily is Connor Freeze. And it's a 4-1 game for the Cougars. And an RBI single for Chase Lewis. He'll reach 2nd base on the air by Limp. Do we have something changed on over here? Or we have a courtesy runner?
Courtesy runner.
All right, yeah, that is Michael Teasley out there at 2nd base.
Central, number 7, Michael Teasley, now batting.
That'll bring
Pitcher
Dalton Boroff, the pitcher. Looking like he's going to come back out maybe for a complete game
So I was going to
in
say,
the next half inning.
I think they'd send him back out.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Still nobody out. Runner at second base, 4-1 in favor of the Cougars. And a strike to Boroff, who has singled and scored, walked, and lined out in this contest. Timeout called by the catcher, Weller. Those walks really hurt, man.
Yes,
7 walks in this game, and that one's come around to score. 1-1 the count to Dalton Boroff. Hunter Sample waits on deck. Pruitt, he's ready. And the pitch. Strike called. 1-2. I think everybody put their coats back on, didn't they?
I think they did.
I got mine back on. That sun went away for too long. Next pitch on the way. Swinging a high pop fly into left field. Limp is underneath it. Says he has it. He does. And the runner stays put, and he dropped the ball as he was exchanging it from his glove to his hand, so the out will count. And there's one away. Staying at second base was Chase Lewis, or excuse me, Teasley, the courtesy runner. Here is Hunter Sample, also on base all 3 times. 2 walks and a single. And now Sample called timeout as Pruitt was taking too long for his liking. Mason Hammond, the catcher, on deck for the Cougars. Pruitt nods yes to the sign by Weller, and here's the pitch. Swing and a miss.
Don't want that run to score that's on second base.
No, you do not. Pruitt looks in. Has his sign. Here comes the pitch. Down low. Ball 1, 1-1. Runner at second and a 1 away. 4-1 contest. Cougars have the 3-run lead. There's a shot that's a bouncer off the mound, picked up by the shortstop, Pinnell, and a 1 bouncer over there got him in time. Moving over to third base was Lewis on the play, but there are 2 outs.
For Central, the catcher, Mason Hammond.
There is Mason Hammond. Hammond has singled and scored, did that last inning. A walk and a strikeout to go in this game as well. There's that sun.
It's coming back out.
Yeah, for a minute. Pitch up high. And we got a little break in the clouds here, but it looks like we got more clouds than blue skies. Looking back out to the west, it looks like the same thing. So it'll be a little in and out in the sunshine here. Next pitch on the way. It's an outside corner called strike to Hammond. 1 ball, 1 strike the count to the Cougar catcher. Mason Hammond. Where's number 10 on his jersey? I think somebody I know wore that number.
Yeah, Tony La Russa.
Yeah. High pop fly. This one's in the outfield. Peril is on the move. He'll camp underneath it, and he'll have it for out number 3, and the inning comes to a close, but not before 1 more run comes across the plate to score for the Cougars. So Collinsville will have their work cut out for them. They have 1/2 inning and 3 outs in order to get 3 runs before those 3 outs occur. So we'll see what happens after we take a timeout here. We'll tell you all about that home half of the 7th inning on the Kahok Sports Network.
Chapman Trucking, LLC. Chapman Trucking is a local Collinsville business owned and operated by 1994 Collinsville graduate Christy Chapman. With over 10 years of experience, Chapman Trucking, LLC can take care of all of the heavy lifting when it comes to hauling aggregate materials such as sand, driveway rock, dirt, boulders, and more. That includes getting your heavy work equipment to your work site where it needs to be. Give Christy a call for a free estimate at Chapman Trucking, LLC, 618-960-9346, or online at chapmantruckingllc.net.
Having problems keeping your ride on the road? Roadman Automotive in Collinsville can help you keep your ride rolling. Roadman Automotive offers everything from diagnostic tests when that check engine light comes on to tune-ups, alignments, brake and suspension work, and more. Oil changes at Roadman Automotive start at just $35. Roadman Automotive is open from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Friday and is located at 936 St. Louis Road in Collinsville. Check out the Roadman Automotive Facebook page for daily specials. Call Roadman Automotive at 618-223-1878, online at roadmanautomotivecollinsville.com. Roadman Automotive. Keep your ride on the road with Roadman Automotive.
Josh Scrum leads things off here in the bottom of the 7th for Collinsville by looking at one on the outside corner for a called strike one, as Dalton Boroff is looking for a complete game, and there's strike number 2 to Mr. Scrum, who is 1 for 2 on the afternoon with a single and a strikeout. It'll be Scrum, Peril, and Werner. If anyone can get on, and we hope that will happen, Ethan Bagwell will have a chance to bat. That one's on the outside of the plate as well, but off of the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Need some base runners to have a chance, as Mr. Shannon would say. Swing at a high one up around the eyes, and Scrum knocks it out of play. It's going to be different this year, not listening to Mr. Shannon on the radio.
Oh, I know. I'm going to miss that.
Yeah.
What a great guy he is.
By all accounts, from everybody that's ever met him, that would be the consensus. Another foul ball. This one's over our heads and back into the parking lot.
The kid pitching, he's just been pounding the strike zone.
He has.
All day.
One ball, 2 strikes to count. Here's the pitch to Scrum. High and outside, 2-2. Kahawks need 3 runs to tie here. They got a run in the first. Very first pitch of the game to Collinsville was deposited over the 360 mark in center field by Bryce Limp. Since then, Collinsville has had just 2 hits.
Started out promising.
It did. And
home run.
Dalton Boroff has not walked a batter here today. He has struck out 6. Not a bad day for the senior pitcher from Breese Central. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swinging a shot down the third baseline. That is foul. Ooh, that was close.
It was.
Brett Swift was already doing the windmill with his arm there, telling his runner to go, and then the umpire said, no, it's foul. So we'll just do it all over again. Three and 2 the count to Scrum. Boroff shakes off 3 pitches. How many pitches does he have?
A lot.
Here's the next pitch. High pop fly. This one's going to stay in the field of play. And the first baseman has it. That is Chase Lewis. 1 away. That was a big league pop up there, too.
Yes, it was.
Now batting right fielder Jackson Peril.
That'll bring up Jackson Peril. Peril on the afternoon, 0 for 2. Strikeout and a line out right into the glove of Connor Freeze in his last at bat. Boroff, he's ready. Strike called. Still out there dealing.
Yes, he is. He hasn't lost a thing, it doesn't look like.
No. I don't even know why they bothered to warm up Kipper there earlier. This kid's breezing right along, man. Keeps on shaking off pitches, too. Swinging a bouncing ball. Third baseman Freeze picks it up. Throws on the run in time for out number 2. We've seen Connor Freeze make a couple of good plays down there.
Yes, he did. That was a good play there. He just calmly didn't rush anything, knew he had a slower runner.
That was really his first test of a ball coming to him off that infield grass, too.
14, Gabe Williams.
I mean, we're down 3, but this has been a very entertaining game.
Gabe Williams will be the pinch batter for Luke Warner. And the first pitch into Williams is outside. Williams looking for his first hit of the year. Luke Werner was up there earlier. He was looking for his first hit as well, or Luke Weller, excuse me. Swinging a little check swing foul ball. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Kahok's are down to their final out here, trailing by 3. Baroff looks into Hammond, his catcher, says yes, and pitches. Foul ball. And the Cougars are 1 strike away from starting their season at 9-0.
Pretty good start.
I would say so. If things don't change, Collinsville will drop to 4-4 on the year. Baroff's 1-2 delivery.
Ooh.
Woo.
Wow.
Cougars wanted that one, didn't they? Wow. That was all the guys in the dugout you heard there. Swing and a miss, and down on strikes goes William, and that will end the game.
Final score.
7 strikeouts to end the complete game win by the Breese Central Cougars, and that's going to do it for game number 1. 4-1, the Cougars win, and we will be back to bring you game number 2 here in just a little while on the Kahok Sports Network.